Hey guys, welcome back. Well, it's been a few days since I've posted a video. Just been extremely busy. We finally finished that partial lot clearing job that we did. So I kind of wanted to give you guys an update on the kiln, how that's been going, and some firewood stuff and so on. So obviously, as you know, this is the kiln here. This stuff is waiting to get into the kiln. This is the one tote that I have ready to go. That's been kiln dried. We did a bunch of deliveries this morning because all this was double stacked all the way out to here somewhere. Did all that today. So pretty much the schedule I've been running on the kiln is I let it go for 6 days. The first couple times I let it go 6 days is because I was too busy to get to it, or it was pouring rain, I didn't feel like pulling it out or whatever. So what I do is I just let it crank. This is all fresh cut wood too, it's not seasoned or whatever. Fresh cut, all around 40+%. A mixture. Pretty much this last batch that came out was, I want to say it was pretty much all ash, a little bit hickory in there, some beech. The stuff that's in there right now is 100% ash. So yeah, I let it go for 6 days. I let the heat crank wide open. It usually hovers around 150 degrees. I let it vent the whole time. From the time I shut the doors, I just let it vent. And it's like a slower vent, so it doesn't just suck all the heat out. So it's kind of nice. It keeps the moisture a little higher in the beginning in the kiln, which I feel that helps, because I feel like if you sucked it out too fast, it's going to case harden the outside of the wood and the moisture in the inside isn't going to come out. So obviously in the first couple of days, the moisture levels or the humidity inside there is going to get really high, because as the temperature rises, you're going to get a lot more moisture coming out of the wood. So yeah, no, it vents the whole time. So on my chart that I have, because it data logs all of it as it's going, it'll be 40-50% for the first day and a half, give or take, and then it slowly keeps coming down. It'll drop about 8% every day. So this last time I pulled out the wood, which was a few days ago now, it was hovering around 15%. So now if I let it go another day, it'd probably be a little bit sub 10. So when I moisture test the wood, which I did on this last batch because I don't have to, because it's always the same, 3/4 of the wood, doesn't matter what size, is 0%. And then the inside is got obviously a little bit of moisture. So if you take a piece like this, right? I actually found a piece that you could actually tell. You could see on this, I don't know if you could tell on this, no. There was a piece that I split. Not, this is all wet stuff, but for an example, it would be, this is obviously dead center. On the piece of wood that I tested, all of this was bone dry except for right here. And I split it to just that, and you could, it was crazy because the color, I forget what kind of wood it was, but the color of the wood, you could see that it had moisture still in the middle, because it was a different color. Kind of like this here. Hopefully you can see that. See how this is darker than this? This is probably drier, obviously, because this was the center. It was kind of like that. So I'm like, wow. So that extra day for me, the wood is like super, super dry, which is good. I mean, yeah, I'm losing a day, but I don't care. It makes sure the wood's burnable. So I'll show you guys some of the wood I brought back from the job on the last day. So here, this is all wood that he had laying around, all pre-cut. So it's nothing pretty, and you can tell this is punky. That's really punky. Obviously that's got mold and whatever growing on it. All I'm gonna do with this is cut all these in half, because they're roughly 4 or 5 feet. I'm just gonna cut them all in half, throw them right in the boiler. So I mean, this is enough wood for probably 2 weeks or so. I'll intermix it with some other stuff because some of it's pretty wet, but he's had it sitting there for about a year, I think. So like I said, nothing goes to waste. And then half the trailer, I probably brought home 6 of these in the last week or so. These are all ash trees that we cut down. So some of them are pretty big. Whatever can't fit through the processor, I'll just cut and split, but this is all good ash. So there was a lot of punky ash trees we cut down. Like I said, we chipped all those, so that's exactly what's going to happen with. It's pretty much what we do on any job that, if the trees are garbage, we just let them go. So what I got to do now is the roadside stand. I got to add some bundles. It's been cold these last few days, so I'll probably make a bunch of bundles really quick here, get it kind of set up. I got a lot of things moving around. We got kindling going out, so I need to make a bunch of bundles. I got to split some wood, but I'll probably set it up real quick, talk to you as I'm doing it, because I've only made, I think, a couple. So we'll get this back to where it goes. We'll pull from that hickory and cherry over there, and yeah, we'll make a couple. I'll probably set the tractor up here, put them right in there, and take them down there. So stay tuned. All right, let's make some bundles here. Let's try to find some decent wood. All right, like I said, this is all cherry. This is pretty much like our personal wood too, but as you guys know, I have wood for days, so might as well get rid of some of this stuff. This is all super dry, so I'd rather sell it as bundles than just let it go into the boiler. And I haven't, like I said, I probably made 1 bundle, 2 bundles out of this. My wife does it all, but I've been so busy I haven't been able to keep up with the filling the stand. Stuff's been selling pretty quick. I think I go down there once a day or once every other day, bring down like 10 bundles or so. And I don't know, I've thought about making another stand to sell, you know, like our kindling bundles, amongst other stuff as well. We'll see. I mean, it's hard to find time to be able to do all this kind of stuff, so we'll see. I do need to get way ahead on all this stuff, but is this not plugged in? Come on. All right, bear with me here. I do gotta say though, the bundles that I've moved and put down there, this actually gets it really tight. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, I'm really liking it versus doing it by hand, like how I used to do it. I mean, it worked. See, a lot of this is, like I said, it's just boiler wood, so it's not the prettiest. We ain't burning it in the fireplace. Trying to win awards, but for bundle wood, I like it to be nice and straight. Some of this stuff is, but no, I'm pretty impressed on how tight this wraps it. I'm way tighter than how I used to do it, I know that. I think I'm only going to make 3 or 4 for now. I got other things I got to do. So I'm really liking this. This is nice. All right, not gonna bore you guys with this. I'm gonna make a couple more, and then I'll take you down to the stand so you can see it. But yeah, this is the, you know, the BruteForce bundler that I got from them. So I'm really liking it. I mean, it's working obviously. So, but yeah, let me make a couple more, and then I'll take you guys down there. Not too bad. Obviously we got our bundles of wood, kindling. Probably wonder what that is. That's some sawdust. That's all sawdust off of the processors. Since we've started processing all the sawdust, we've sold that pretty quickly, so surprisingly. And we actually have a farmer that wants all the sawdust that we make, so which is good. So it's all a revenue stream, which is nice, and recoups some of the cost of running it. So, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty close to the road. I got the big, obviously, Firewood sign, which I'm sure you guys have seen in one of my previous videos with the wife when we debuted the bundler. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up here. I kind of want to give you a little update on the kiln, how she's running, and so on. This week it's supposed to rain like every day, so I don't know if we'll be doing any tree jobs this week. So I'll probably end up processing some wood and some other stuff. I did take a picture of the last tote when I put it in, because I wanted to show you guys how much it shrinks when it dries. It's actually pretty crazy. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's pretty much wraps this one up. But as always, keep burning.